Hi, Daniel. This is Rhonda coming to you with two recordings for your podcast. I've split it up so that the first one talks about SDG 9 and 17 and the Alliance, and then the second one is SDG 10 and 17 and the Alliance. I hope this works out well for you. I will leave a little blank time before I start recording the first one, and then I will also leave a break before I do the next one so that you'll be able to go in and take them out. And I hope you'll be able to find a way to use these. If you need anything else, please let me know. I really appreciate the opportunity to be with you and your audience, and look forward to finding out when they're going to be published so I can also put those out into the world. Thank you so much again. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to be a guest today on the Bow podcast. My name is Rhonda Bowen, and I'm online to you from Germany today. And I'm really happy that I can share some things about the Midwise Alliance, which is a global movement we're starting that's focused on elevating the wisdom in the middle of society. But since you've also been looking at things with the different SDGs from the United Nations, today we're going to focus on SDG 9, which looks at innovation, and SDG 17 is how you can make partnerships. And the Midwise Alliance helps us do exactly both of those things, and therefore it's a good way for us to get started. So the Midwise Alliance is my newest endeavor that I've put out because I think the world needs a place where we can gather all the wisdom from the middle of society, meaning not the loud people or not the people who are already visible, but so many people in the middle of society whose voices aren't being heard. And we're doing this and bringing these people together, not only to have their wisdom heard, but also to make sure that we can build solutions together. The Midwise Alliance is an ecosystem with 6 sectors. And let me just tell you a little bit about each one so you know what we're doing here at the Midwise Alliance. The first sector is called structure. This is based on the way a town or a village is set up. It's sort of like the city hall. It's where we have the mission and the vision. It's where we have the manifesto. It shows where we're going. It's our shared compass for the entire alliance. The next sector is share. It's sort of like the post office, where you go to send things out into the world and to reach out to others. This consists of images, blog posts, podcasts, wishes and aspirations for the future, and ways for people to express their wisdom to the world. Then we have search as the third sector. It's sort of like the announcement board in a town. You go there, you put in your profile, and other people put in theirs, and you can say what you offer and also what you're looking for. And we find a way to match people. That means people are being connected and new possibilities are being born. Then the next S is solve. Solve is like when everybody meets in the town hall. There's a workshop or what we call success swarms. It's a place for intelligent people to collaborate. And when they do that, they co-create solutions together. The fifth S is sustain. It's like the bank and the market stands inside a town. We're having a fair token marketplace, giving everybody the chance to have times for working within the marketplace in a way that they can afford. And that means that people can sell products and services, but that people are paying prices that they can afford. This means that value circulates among more people and there's a higher sense of equity. And the last part is spread. Spread is like when you have sister cities, when there are other parts of the world that you're in contact with. And that's what we're doing here. We have affiliates, joint ventures, other global organizations. This means our impact is being extended worldwide. And not only do we have these 6 sectors, we're saying that the Alliance has something that is guiding everything. And it is the combination of natural, human, and artificial intelligence working together. And by doing that, we have a level of clarity, of confidence, and a way to co-create. And so if you think about that, it's a lot, the innovation part, it's a new way to think about the world. It's not just an app and it's not just a website. It's an ecosystem where everybody can enter and everybody can take part. And so I was asked the question, why is this good for people in rural Africa? There are many people in many parts of the world, not only in rural Africa, who don't have access to everything that people in parts of the Western world have, for example. And there's always the case. But the important thing is the way the alliance is set up, although it's originally based to be put online, the way people live through the alliance can be very much adapted to the way those people live in their own places. So when you share, that means wisdom does not have to go necessarily through a website, or you don't have to have a special phone for that. It's a place where anybody can share. And because this is an organic movement, there are no things that say you must do something this way or that way. People can learn sustainable practices in the way that works best for them. And it means we're sharing the wisdom in the ways that work for everyone. Search is exactly the same. If we're trying to match people to come together, people matching is not only something online. Anybody who works together with somebody in your own environment, somebody in your hometown, in a group that you belong to, in a cooperative, it doesn't matter where you are, everybody is still matching. We're still searching for the right people to help us and fill the gaps that we have. Then we have innovation through Solve. Solve is my baby. The thing that I love the most is facilitating conversations where we actually co-create solutions. And those solutions can take place in any place in the world. And those conversations can be co-created, whether we do it online, whether two people get together on the front porch of their house, whether a whole group of people come together to work on a big project. We're solving the problems in our world and we're doing it together in an innovative way. And then we have sustain. As I mentioned, we are going to have equitable pricing, and the marketplace, everything that will be purchased on the marketplace will be done with tokens in a fair way that has the basis of the World Bank's 4 different levels of income. And that means that everybody who gets something and wants to buy or sell anything can do that in any way that works. And that means that the value is being sent out to the world in a way that everybody can afford. And even if somebody has to go to someone else to get access, that doesn't mean that there isn't a way for you to be able to partake of this. And of course, the most important thing that people in Africa are wonderful at, which is the SDG 17 is doing partnerships, is the spread. This is the part where we try to make sure that other groups, other people who are interested in sharing wisdom and making the solutions to problems come together. That can be anyone. That can be someone in your local town. That can be someone in government. That could be someone in another company down the street. There could be any number of things where this would work. And as I said, because there are no specific ways that or systems that have to be used in the alliance, we're looking to make sure that everybody contributes to how it grows and that it serves the community which is using it. And so is the Midwise Alliance going to grow worldwide and have other kinds of events? And of course, that is the thing that will work the best. Everybody can come together to solve things. We're working together. It's not one person speaking and everyone else listening. When we go out and spread the ideas to others, that means that people have a chance to do other things. And that's the whole point. If the idea of the Midwise Alliance really gets going and people all over the world are wanting to do this, I'm sure there will be great new ways for this to be brought into the world and doing the things that the people in the middle of society need most. Again, thank you for having me. That's all for today's episode of The Bow. And as usual, in God we trust. Goodbye. So this is podcast script 2 as a new one, and I hope the break was long enough. I'll leave another break now. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy you've invited me to speak on the Bow podcast. My name is Rhonda Bowen. I'm coming to you today from Germany. And today I'm here to talk about the United Nations SDG goals 10, reducing inequality, and 17, partnership for the goals, through the ideas of what we're building with the Midwise Alliance. The Midwise Alliance is an organization that is being founded now to build bridges between people and intelligent systems. And that is exactly what we're doing to make sure that inequality is reduced. So the Midwise Alliance is a 6-sector ecosystem. And let me tell you briefly what each of those sectors are. The first is, and they each will begin with the letter S. The first is S for structure. This is, if you think of a town, something like the city hall. This is the place where we have the shared compass of where we're going. This is where we have the manifesto and the mission and the vision of everything that we're doing to help people move on the path together. The next S is share. This is like the post office, the place you go to share your ideas and your wisdom to the world. So this consists of images and podcasts and blogs and aspirations for the future. People are expressing the wisdom that they have. Then we have search, which is something like the announcement board in a company, in a town. That's a place where people can go and put in ideas for their own profile and say, this is the expertise I'm bringing and can offer to others. But this is also what I'm looking for where I have a gap and I would need something. And we will be able to match people together to make sure that this works. S number 4 is solve. That's like having the town hall and having a meeting where everybody sits and talks together as a workshop. We call these success swarms. And this is the place where we have intelligent collaboration and we co-create solutions for the world together. The next one is S for sustain. That has to do with something like a bank. And the stands on the market. This is the place where we have fair tokens for everyone to be able to purchase things. There will be services and products and vendors, but the pricing will be equitable, and that means value will be circulated more throughout the world. And our last one is S for spread. That's like the sister cities. If you are in a town and you know a city or a town in another country, you're doing that to spread your ideas and to work together more closely. That's what we're doing here with affiliates and joint ventures and other global alliances, and this will extend our impact worldwide. The thing that makes the Midwise Alliance unique is the fact that we say that there are 3 kinds of intelligence that we're using to make sure that we are working against the inequalities in the world. One of those is natural intelligence, what we learn from plants and animals and other things in our surroundings. And human intelligence, what we all bring, and now the advent of artificial intelligence in our daily lives. We want to use all 3 of these kinds of intelligences to co-create things together, to create clarity for individual people, and to instill confidence and trust between people. I've been asked a couple of questions. So when we think about reducing inequality and partnerships according to the SDGs 10 and 7. How does the Midwise Alliance contribute to that? When everybody thinks that everybody must have the same thing, the same language, the same location, the same device, then of course we have problems because not everybody has the same thing. And inequality happens when we don't take into account that people can have different things, but still come together to design. And that's what the Alliance is doing. It's a place for people to gather, that wisdom that's overlooked in many places in the world, what I call the wisdom from the middle of society. And we can do that in many ways. We don't have to be doing that on an online platform. When people share things on the Alliance, everybody has the chance to hear and to see and to think about the wishes for the future. This is the way knowledge moves through the world, but it doesn't matter how that happens. That can happen in many, many ways. And many people, not only in Africa, but anywhere in the world, know that there are different ways of transmitting our ideas and sharing with each other. And that's why this is a very inclusive platform, and people can do things in a way that fits well with them. Search is about making sure we match people together who can be of support to each other. If we want to reduce inequality, we make sure that people who have something to offer, background, wisdom, experience, can come to people who are looking for those things and set up partnerships, find opportunities to work together. And many people do that already, but this is giving people an additional option to find those partners. Solve is what brings people together to co-create. Nobody's just coming to get something. Everybody's coming first to give, to provide something to the discussion. And then together we co-create those solutions that need to be made. Those solutions could be anywhere. They could be dealing with a number of different problems. But what we're doing is finding something sustainable that people need in their real lives. Sustain is the next word that is so important. This is the fair system we've come up with so that everything on the platform will be done with tokens, and tokens will be sold based on the prices that a person in each country in the 4 tiers of the World Bank have the opportunity to pay. That means that everybody will be buying tokens, but be paying different prices depending on their location and what their ability is to pay. So now there's access, and people can sell fairly and people can participate fairly. And of course, why are we doing all of this? It's like SDG 17, we're looking for partners. Partners are the thing that spread the idea out into the world. There are so many partnerships already that are going on, but this is a chance to find new partners. Like when we have things between sister cities, each city works on its own, but when they do things together, they find new options and new opportunities. And that's what we're looking for here. And that means everybody can participate. You don't have to be in a special place or have a special device to be able to do that. The second question I was asked was, will the Alliance grow worldwide and host any kind of events to do things? The Alliance is set up to be a place where we co-create and we do things organically. There is no system that says we must do this or that. And of course, a lot of things that happen online, there's one person talking, and then there are lots of people just listening. That's not what the Alliance is meant to be. It's not just to listen when somebody says something. It's to make sure that everybody who has wisdom to contribute can come in, can come to a session, can listen to what other people are saying and can learn from that, can put in their own expertise, can look for what's missing and see how that then the solutions can be made that are helping everybody in the group. That means that we are causing clarity for individuals. We're making sure that there is confidence between people, and society gets a wonderful boost up through the co-creation that we do. I am so pleased that you've asked me to come and help you today by giving you some ideas about what we can be doing together in the Midwise Alliance. That's all for today's episode of The Bow. And as usually at the end, and God we trust. Goodbye. So Daniel, I hope this helps you. And as I said, if you need anything else, just get back to me in WhatsApp. I'm sending you this link through an email, and I will also put it in the WhatsApp group. And then you can see if this works for you. If not, let me know and I can record it again. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and all the best to you and the Bow podcast.